Well, the people that live here on Olive Grove say that they actually warned police that something like this might happen. This morning you can see that there are bullet holes in the garage of the Cunningham's home. Still a big mess. There's car parts everywhere. After a big crash overnight, you're never going to guess the age of the guy behind the wheel. That's straight ahead. Luckily, he was able to walk away from that crash. Wait until you see the video on that. But first, I want to show you, Ed is working hard over here. He's replacing this light pole. This is what's around the ground. You can just see all the debris. This is after this major accident. Other items that you'll need is a flashlight, batteries, and also you're going to need a first aid kit. And this community is completely devastated. A lot of damage to speak of. A lot of these businesses have red tape because they're unsafe to go inside. You can see this building, a lot of damage, and that is what can be seen throughout the streets of Calexico. Police say that the driver was going the wrong way on Grape Street and got into an accident here. That's why you see all these car parts, including this light here. And it's just a few feet away from the train tracks because this hit and run accident was between a car and a train. And she's an internet sensation. We're watching the cameras here. Molly the Owl, she's missing this morning. We're live in San Marcos with that story straight ahead. Fox 5 Morning News starts now.
I hope you settle down.
I'm still panicking.
No,
I'm
it's
still
okay.
panicking,
Everything's
Raul.
fine.
Molly is missing.
No, they
yet
just went
again.
to Costco.
A jazz band and a gator joined family and friends to welcome home the men and women aboard the USS Bonhomme Richard.
Now this is Chris inside this gator outfit. Why is the gator kind of the mascot, and how'd you end up wearing this costume?
Well, since I had duty today and I was going to be here anyways, they needed somebody to fill the spot, so I
You didn't lose a bet?
No, I didn't lose a bet. I volunteered.
Joking aside, Chris is one of about 2,000 Marines that had been deployed for 7 months in the Middle East and Western Pacific. While deployed, his strike group also took part in humanitarian projects in Thailand and Malaysia.
We had medical folks that went out into the fields and had provided medical support all the way from dental to basic checkups.
The mission meant the 6th deployment for Lieutenant Forrest Griggs and his family.
3 kids and beautiful wife. It was very tough.
Griggs stayed in touch via email and made plans with his kids for the day that he got home.
We're going to go to Disneyland.
The past 7 months have also been tough on Julie Austin. This military mom actually created a cutout of her son Matthew so that he could attend his brother's wedding while being deployed.
So now you're going to put a flat mat away?
No, he stays in my living room, and I salute him every morning, and I tell him I love him. And I bless him every morning, too. So he's been with me the whole time.
3 days after the 7.2 Easter quake struck Mexicali, Mexico, cleanup continues. On this side of the border, Calexico was the hardest hit.
This is where we're seeing the most damage. In downtown Calexico, it's become a ghost town, really, because 80% of the buildings have red tabs like this. They're unsafe to go inside because of damage like this broken glass.
For every broken window and condemned building, there are even more rattled nerves.
But right now, it's I was thinking, and then we are not prepared to something like that.
Just blocks away, many earthquake victims in Mexicali lost their homes or they're afraid to return to them. So once the port of entry reopened Tuesday, Calexico became flooded with people needing food, water, and medical attention. The very reason why San Diego sent paramedics and other first responders to help.
If the fire department was here by themselves with their one medic unit, they wouldn't be able to handle the call volume, and that's why the county got involved.
Meantime, Calexico city officials say that they're doing what they can to clean up the damage and rebuild.
We're continuing with our state inspectors through Kelly and May to help us assess some of the damage so we can try to get our community back to some type of normalcy.
In Calexico, California, Matt Johnson, Fox 5 News. The cots are uncomfortable, but it's the best sleep that Vanessa Lopez has had in days.
I would probably be sleeping in a park or in the car that we were in.
Lopez and her family are among the 24 quake victims now staying at the Red Cross shelter in El Centro.
For the Lopez family, they're not able to return home. Their house has been condemned because this mobile home fell off its foundation.
And the Lopez family is not alone. Hundreds of people are now homeless or afraid to return home after the 7.2 earthquake hit on Easter Sunday.
Joanna over here brought her 3 children to the shelter. ¿Qué es tu futuro?
Pues me pienso quedar aquí hasta que sepa qué voy a hacer con mi casa, o hasta que a ver qué ayuda tengo.
Joanna says, like many of the people here, that she's still scared and she has no idea where she's going to turn next.
El Centro and Calexico, California, were the towns hardest hit on this side of the border. Immediately, the San Diego chapter of the American Red Cross sprang into action.
There was about 20 people. Did you expect more?
We were expecting a few more, although the numbers continue to actually go up right now. Everybody seems to be doing a little bit better. The adrenaline, I think, is wearing off.
And while this disaster has highlighted the best in these volunteers,
I'm going to be handing out teddy bears to some of the younger clientele that we have here.
it has also brought out the worst in some people.
There's been people going into the trailers and stealing stuff and doing damage all over Geo's.
Which is just one more worry for this mother who already has enough on her mind. In El Centro, California, Matt Johnson, Fox 5 News.